Welcome back, guys. Episode number 3 with your Ottawa Senators and Canuckin Nuts. Last episode, we simulated up to January 2nd, technically. Second year, 14, 24, and 2 for these Sens. Not the greatest year. A little bit better than the year before, though. We are sitting at 30 points, though. That is good for dead last in the league. We'll take a look here at the statistics, just show you guys what is going on with who on this team. So Taylor Hall leads the way, 21 goals, 42 points. Brady Tkachuk next up at 38. He's developed a 1 so far. And to top it off, Colin White with 25 points. So the first line's producing. Duclair and Wenberg on the second line are. Toffoli's back there only at 13. We thought he could put up more this year. The whole team, though, I feel is struggling. Thomas Chabot, though, the highest defenseman, 20. One thing I touched base on last episode was we only had 4 players that were plus, and then Mike Riley was a 0. Everyone else was minus, like Bobby Ryan minus 22, Zaitsev and Simmons minus 19. So I tinkered with the lines, not on 5-on-5, I know I should have, but I don't want to ruin the chemistry just yet. I touched base, though, on the power play and the penalty kill. The only way I could see us improving, I think it was if we move Tkachuk and Toffoli, there'd be a +3 with Tkachuk, Wenberg, and Duclair, but nothing on that first line. So I'm just going to leave that for now. We'll see if anything changes. Defense, same thing. +3. Thomas Chabot playing like a 94. He doesn't look like it, but hopefully when this team starts to improve, he'll be better. Brandstrom's up to an 81, so he'll be able to move up soon to the line 2, hopefully by next year. We're going to go to the trade deadline. Remember, we signed Chara for 1 year. We could use him as trade bait. We'll see what happens. So when it comes to special teams, power play looks like this. Colin White, Wenberg, Tkachuk, Hall, and Chabot on the first line. I like it. We'll see how that works. It's a +1. And then line 2, Robbie Ryan, Batherson, Duclair, Brandstrom, and Vatanen. Another +1. I want to keep the +1s going. On the power play for the 4-man, I don't understand why I can never get a +1 or something here, but I'm going to leave these as is. Penalty kill +3 with Batherson, Hagelin, Chabot, and Chara. We're going to leave that. And then Brown, Simmons, Lajoie, and Zaitsev. I couldn't find anything. So I put Simmons. I know he's a -1, even if I move him down there. So it's going to stay no matter what. I tried putting Logan Brown, give him some time. Didn't work, -3. And that's kind of where I touched at. So let's hope that we could be like the Ottawa Senators of 2015. Go on the crazy run, make the playoffs, and there we go. We're going to go up to the deadline, make some moves. I know what kind of moves I want to make. One being we use Chara for trade bait, and so far we're off to a good year in 2021. Only 1 loss. Only 1 loss so far. I'm really hoping that this could be a better year than we had last year, i.e. we improve our play. So, the Islanders acquire Marc-Andre Fleury in a second for Josh Bailey and Dale Weiss. So Bailey, I don't think it was this one. I think it was another franchise I was doing just by myself. Brady Tkachuk injured for a couple days. Dale Weiss, no thank you. Vatanen for a second. No, I don't want to give up Vatanen. I want to give up Chara. Brady Tkachuk is back. Taylor Lear we did sign. I forgot about that as well. And Carl Hagelin we added at the end of the video for Jace Howerluck because the coach wanted it. Vatanen for a first. Now that would be tempting, but I want to keep him for a couple years because he is worth it. Brendan Saad and Jason Spezza. This is interesting. Adds another forward to our group, which I don't 100% need. But if you look at Brendan Saad, he fits line 1 on all power play lines. Spezza fits line 3. We can look back at this deal later, only because I've got so many forwards. Brendan Saad, though, adding all power play lines. We'll see what happens. We'll see if anybody gives us anything else for Chara. I prefer a defenseman for Chara. That way we can easily fix that and put the new defenseman there. Chicago's going to keep pressuring us for one of our defensemen. And I'm Linus Ullmark out till the 16th, so we're going to bring up our abundance of goaltenders as well. Hogberg, Decord, or Gustafson. We'll bring up the Hogberg. He's on a one-way, so we might lose him, actually, now that I realize after this. Alex Formanton should be ready by next year. By the looks of it, 80 overall. We'll see what that brings us. Balser's up to a 79. Bernard Docker. We won't worry too much about that, though. We got to fix these goaltending lines. The other thing I could see us doing is Nilsson's still a 79. and he is 38 years of age. So we could move him instead and keep Hogberg up here. But if we lose Hogberg, it's not the end of the world, I find, because then we still have Gustafsson and Decord, and we could go. We'll probably draft someone. Vatanen, see, everybody wants Vatanen. They don't want Chara. I'll give you a Chara. He's got 1 year. He'll probably retire. Third for Josh Levo. No, thank you. Linus Ullmark is back, so we'll see if anybody takes Hogberg. I'm pretty sure someone will take Hogberg. Hogberg goes sent down. No one took Hogberg. Okay, that's interesting. Usually when I have Hogberg, someone always takes Hogberg. So no one takes Hogberg. Linus Ullmark is back. Slowly starting to think he's not the greatest goaltender we signed. That goals against average could be a whole lot better. But we're hoping that maybe that can change. Chara for second and third. I believe Chara's value is going to drop now. Yeah, so he's second and third. Be ideal to get another player, though. Kyle Palmieri and Evan Rodriguez to Calgary for a first and a third. So New Jersey's selling off. Chara for Richard Panik. No, thank you. Vatanen for a first next year. No. Second and Gordiev and a third to Chicago for Kubliak and TVR. Vatanen and Chara for Schwartz and Bozak. Interesting trade. Still saying no, though. Be nice to get Schwartz in there, but it'd be better if they gave me a defenseman. To Nashville. Jet Wu a third and Kostmar to Vancouver. Ryan Johansson, Corey Perry, and Walensky. So Vancouver's got 3 legitimate centers. Vatanen for a first and a fifth. No. Chara for 2 seconds. I want to see if I can get a player for Chara. That's the only issue. A first. Taylor Hall, broken nose. He's out for a bit. We do have the depth. And then Vancouver throws us Ryan Johansson back. Like, no. I bet you he fits the second line, which would be better than Wenberg, technically. Yeah, see, he fits line 2, but there's no point. All right, we're at the trade deadline. Only 7 minutes into the video, so we're doing pretty well. We're still dead last by the looks of it. 53 points. Yeah. Oh, no, the Blues are worse than us. So technically, the Blues are worse. So we need to find a playoff team that would like to take Zdeno Chara off our hands. Where's Chara? Okay, so he doesn't got that much value. It does suck, but let's try and see if we can get someone. So take a look at Anaheim. Not much. Send him back to Boston. Yes, that's a great idea. Let's see. Can Boston give me anybody? Only that I can see be Zaboral, but I don't want to get Zaboral. No, thank you. Calgary, they're building up. Doesn't look like it. Dylan DeMello, bring him back. No. Chara to... Oh, sorry. I didn't even know that Edmonton would like... Is Clefbaum really that not much in value? I highly doubt that. Fits all top 4ing, though. Would it go through? Let's just see for fun. Trade rejected. Okay, so no. That would be interesting if I could do Chara for Clefbaum. That would be different. Oh, my defenseman injured. 1, 2, 3, 4 defensemen injured. No wonder why they wanted Chara. Can you do a deal with me that I could win this? Probably not. How about a... I'm going to regret it. Doing a first. And I'll give up a pick as well. I'll give up a second. And I'll give up a third. So, obviously I just said I wanted a defenseman, but if I do this, do you want my third because it's more value, technically? Trade accepted. So now what we can do is, I just want to see the systems. We said Bernard Docker's a 79. He's still listed as depth. So we can go quickly. Edit lines. We're going to go quickly to Trade Finder, and I'm just going to see if I can find a defenseman. Low value. Actually, what am I doing? Branch from bring you. You don't like playing with Vatanen, I forgot. I also have Wolanin, I forgot. Christian Wolanin. You know what? We'll keep Wolanin. We'll see if there's anybody, though, that's got a player that just wants to be sent away. We could use that. So let's see here quickly. Go quickly. Grabner. be adding another forward. Defenseman Carl Gunnarsson, Bozak, Braden Shen. Johansson, no. Foodie, Ponick. Just want a 1-year deal. Don't have to keep the player, obviously. Zach Smith, bring him back. 2/5 for Zach Smith. Do you fit the roster at least? No, you do not. I'm sorry, Zach. Zach Smith would have been great. David Savard. Fets all pairings. No trades offered. We'll take a look, though, when it comes to free agency, if he gets dealt. Not a fan, but, I mean, he fits all pairings, so he could fit in easily and play with Brandstrom, or we move him up. And put Brandstrom on the second. So Spezza went to LA. I don't know if we're going to get anybody, guys. Which sucks, because I do want someone. Try to make this quick. Okay, we'll just go St. Louis, because I know they got a lot. Steen and Bozak, 1-year deals. Okay, how much can I get Steen for? 4th and a 5th, sure. We'll pick up Alexander Steen just for depth, guys. We have the picks. Why not? We're not making the playoffs, I don't think. Let's just see what we can get. We simulate the rest of the season. Taylor Hall is hurt technically. Lajoie out there, elbow surgery. Great, I didn't realize that. Colin White apologizing. Colin, it's okay. We're all struggling. I don't understand why they don't seem to agree with me ever that they're not going to break out of these slumps. Like, you know, if I had a GM telling me, you know what, it's okay. We got confidence in you. And I would never just say, yeah, nope, I'm done. I'd give up. Now we're starting to lose. Wenberg out with an injured wrist, so now I got to call up people. Formanton, welcome to the team. Steen's not even up here yet. Steen, welcome to the team. Batherson, does he work? No, he does not. Just want to see if one of my... Oh, Taylor Hall's back. Does Logan Brown fit? Oh, he does fit. Okay, so what if I put Steen? Is it a plus? No. What if I put Formanton? Is that a plus? No, it does not. But Formanton we're going to play. I just want to use him because he is ready technically. Taylor Hall's back. We put him in. Rostovich. Taylor Hall's broken nose again. Perfect. He's out. Wenberg is back. And Drake Batherson, hopefully, maybe up to the big squad or second line next year. Hagelin, you're low of an overall. Why'd I pick you up? Just to please the coach. Formanton, you're going to become a full-time NHLer now. Just L's on L's. There's a win. Christian Wallandon's back. What do we have on defense? I hope it's not a forward. Did I leave a forward? Yes, it's Steen. Playing with Brandstrom. Wallandon's morale is low as could be. I think he'll be a good player in real life. I could see we're pretty much dead last. This isn't looking good. We know what happened last year. We finished dead last. We had the best overall pick, but we didn't get anything. And I mean, 30 wins is better than last year. I think we didn't even eclipse the 30 wins. 31-46. What do we got in the last two? MCL sprain, Bobby Ryan, Taylor Hall's back. Best lines for the rest of the season, and we finished with a record of 31-47-4. Brady Tkachuk leads the way with 61 points. Better year for Brady, I think. That's better than last year's total. Just take a look. Brady Tkachuk last year had 47, so best season, and he's signed for a long-term deal. Taylor Hall 60 points, Shabbat with 52, White with 46, as expected. The second line, though, Tyler Toffoli really let us down. I was expecting more. 28 points after we signed him to a deal. That is it for this season, really. 66 points, not the worst. 63 by the Devils. Blues, 62. So we do have a better spot. EA, we know how that works. Like last year, we finished dead last. We don't make it. Now I guarantee you we're probably going to drop to 6th. Let's just see what happens with the draft lottery. Well, I think Belleville actually might have a chance inside the Calder Trophy winnings. No, they did not make the playoffs. Yikes. Okay, our organization had a terrible year. Let's put it that way. Building blocks. We're going to have younger guys come up next year. We got a bunch of guys that'll come up. I'm looking at Formanton. I'm looking at Bernard Docker. Balsers was looking at it. Even Pinto, possibly. But that's it, really, for this year. Let's see what happens. I will check the draft class when we go to the interviews. We'll do some interviews. Schwaz back. Jack Barry from the Predators. Take a look. So the Flames win the Cup with the Cleveland Monsters winning the Calder. Retired players or draft lottery first. Let's take a look. The draft lottery pops up, and we dropped to 5th, almost, like I said, as expected. So we're going 5th overall. Let's take a look at this draft class. I know I said the interviews, but let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bunch of centers. Something we don't need. So Larry Gostad, unless we want to move up. This is what I'm thinking. Defensive defenseman, you put him with Shabbat. He develops. We have a lot of players. That's the only issue. So what's the other thing we could do is we could move that pick, but Carson Lambos is here. I like Lambos. My only thing is that we do have a lot of defensemen on the left side, i.e. we do have Brancham and Shabbat, and then putting them down on the third pair would not be worth it. So Marlowe, Kunitz, Bozak, Franzen, Molson, Kobo, Hamuse, Hainsey, MacArthur, just a bunch to name for players retiring. As for goaltenders, Fost, nothing much after that. Justin Pogge. Look at that stash on him. That's a nice stash going. Dan Hamuse is now a coach. Englund, Boyle, and Hainsey are scouts. Belleville Senators, nothing. Ottawa Senators, Zachary Paul retires, so we're going to have to replace Zachary Paul. Could I tell you who he is? No, I couldn't. So if we're going 5th, I just want to see what we get around 5th. So Cole Sillinger would be 1. I've seen him develop well, but we do have a lot of centers. Let's see what his strengths and weaknesses are. Strengths and weakness. It's got to be my skating. I think I'm the fastest. I'm more of a get in front of the net, direct player kind of guy. Okay, so deking is not the best. And how long do you think you're going to be? Year or 2? Year of development. Okay, cool. Only player I really wanted to interview because he's around there. We're not going to do the draft. We'll do the draft next episode. I will see what I can get for players, but I also want to see what I can do as in the likes of doing a trade finder, seeing what we could get for our first at least. And maybe we bring in a big player to help us out. You guys let me know what you think. I want to try and see what we can get for that first, the 5th overall pick, see if we can move anything. So if we're taking a look at awards, quickly. So Calgary, Minnesota was the best team. It was Calgary versus Toronto, so an all-Canadian matchup. Going to individual awards, Ovechkin wins the Art Ross, the Hart, Carlson wins the Norris, Kuznetsov, so it's just Capitals right now. Lundstrom wins the Calder, Monahan's the Conn Smythe winner, Carter Hart Vezina, and the Williams M. Jennings. Pulak is the Bill Masterson, Homer is Jack Adams, Kopitar, Ovechkin, Sagan. All right. So that's where we stand here. That's kind of it for me, guys. You let me know what you think. Like I said, this team can be better. I think we have the assets, though. And if I'm looking at trading blocks, is there any big player on... Oh, I guess it's the wrong trading block. Toffoli's on there. That's actually fine with me. Yeah, so I can't do much. So let me know what you guys think. Should we go and draft a player here? Should we try and move up and take the defenseman at 2nd overall? Or should we try and take the 1st overall pick and move it and try and get an established player already. I'm willing to do whatever. I don't care if it's a center. I don't care if it's a goaltender. Preferably a goaltender, though, really, because Linus Ullmark's only an 83. I know it doesn't all revolve around him, but it'd be nice to get a better overall goaltender. Projected picks, we do have the 25th as well. So those are the guys you're looking at 25th. And once again, that's what we're looking at for 6th. Or 5th, my goodness. We have a lot of picks again. We have 2 in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the third, 2 in the fourth, 1 fifth, 1 sixth, and 1 7th. So I'll leave that there, guys. You let me know what you think. We'll be back with the next episode later this week. That's it for me, guys. Stay safe. Make sure you guys are staying at home and make sure you're doing social distancing. That's it for me, though. You guys take care, and I'll see you in the next episode.